Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here, coming to you from our studios at the Capital Region International Airport. And it's where we're going to kind of settle this whole next guest. Ralph Aliseo, he is the Business Development Manager for ALG, which is at Apple Leisure Group. And I got to tell you, you are some of my favorite people, Ralph. And every time I look out the window, I think of how much I love you more.
When that beautiful baby blue plane comes flying by, it's a great sight to see.
It truly is. So 16 years you've had an
Yeah.
affiliation with the airport here. Talk
Yes.
a little bit about that.
Sure. So the Apple Vacations and now under the ALGV brand, so that'll be FunJet and Travel Impressions as well. We operate a charter that goes out 6 days a week out of Lansing to the Caribbean.
Yeah.
So it's a lot. We go to Cabo, to Cancun, and Punta Cana.
Yeah. And of course, all places related to that, but
Hmm.
the ease, and I'm talking from a personal standpoint of taking an Apple vacation is overwhelming. Uh, when I took my young family, you could keep track of your family, and Apple kept track of everything else. It was
And,
amazing.
and we still do. And
Yeah,
we still do. When
sure.
you work with, and then the nice thing is Apple will exclusively partner with their travel advisor community anywhere in state of Michigan, in the country for that matter. And we trust them to see you through as well. So there's somebody else that's always looking out for you. So the nice thing with the charter though, when there's a delay, we are responsible for it. So we bring in if there's a too big of a delay, we'll bring another plane in. Like it's that simple. So
Yeah.
it's fun.
It is awesome. So tell us a little bit about the rundown. The season international flights are going and what happens there.
Sure. So the season just began. So the first flight was on Saturday. It did go to Cancun. So every Saturday, Monday, and Wednesday, we're going to have nonstop flights Lansing to Cancun. The nice thing is the morning flight goes down and the afternoon flight brings them back. So next week, the people that flew down in the morning will come back that whatever day that afternoon, and then it'll happen the same thing on Wednesdays and Saturdays for Cancun. Then Punta Cana goes on Sundays and Thursdays, and then we have Cabo. We'll do for the first time in a very long time. Lansing Cabo will start on Fridays, doing a 7 day offering from Friday to Friday. So the experience is great. You park your car right in front of the airport. You walk in, you go through TSA. It is the only international flight, so TSA is a breeze. I always tell my Detroit folks, it's like having TSA pre-check without having TSA pre-check. It's the greatest experience ever. And then when you come home, you're the only international flight. So you're the only ones going through customs. It's not that ridiculous mad dash at DTW trying to get through thousands of people coming in from all over the world. It's just you.
No,
So
and I've done that, so I know exactly
yes,
what you're
it's a
talking
great experience. And then what Apple Vacations does so well is we have fantastic contracted rates at all the resorts in these destinations. So we will then provide the travel advisors to sell you a reduced rate on your hotel and air because both companies are subsidizing the other. So it gives you an incredible value out in the marketplace. So if you want to go on a vacation and you want to do something closer in, we have plenty of availability in February, even March that we can get you. We also have spring break as well for April 4th and 5th to Cancun and Punta Cana. So we've got the availability and the experiences.
Awesome. So let's talk about the carrier, the actual
Yeah,
airline carrier. Who's making
sure.
it happen?
So it is actually it's a chartered aircraft through TUI, which is a very well-known international brand hosted in Belgium, and then they bring the plane over for the season for the 10 weeks that we're here, and then they bring the plane back and their flight crew goes with them. And because of the way our timing is, we don't time out our crew. So it's actually one less delay to have to worry about. It's a very nice setup.
So listen, one of these destinations that you mentioned is new. So
Yeah.
how do you find that? How do you decide on what the new destination?
So we pay attention to the market. So when we see our competitors in Detroit offering different destinations, we look at one of them to see are we able to fit that bill here? Or we also look at what do clients want? If we the third destination is always our 7 day product. So we have to look and say, is there enough to do to fill 7 whole days? And the good news story is there's enough to do in all three of the destinations to that. But Cabo specifically, it is a place you're going to want to be for a week. To go shorter than a week to Cabo, one more thing, and under with the TUI brand, it's a brand new 737 aircraft. So it's a very nice, comfortable ride down.
Excellent. All right, so decade and a half into these international flights, the community obviously has given you good response because we've seen you increase every year.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is a very popular thing, but that's why we do change the destinations every now and then. So this way it kind of keeps it fresh. Cancun is always going to be our mainstay, and so will Punta Cana, but we like to have a little fun like every 2 to 3 years with that third destination.
Yeah, I went to Puerto
Mm.
Vallarta with the family once, and that was really fun too. So
It's my second
it,
favorite destination.
it is nice to see that variety. Ralph
Mm.
Aliseo, Business Development Manager with ALG, which is the Apple Leisure Group. Thanks so much for joining us. And more
Thank you.
importantly, thanks for the service you bring to Mid-Michigan.
Happy to. Thanks for everything.
All right, bud, you take care and
All right,
thanks for
you too.
spending time.
Sure. Bye.
You all are watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman.